joins us in the press room. His 41st career funny car win, first in a long time. Let's start there. I haven't seen you in the winner's circle since Brainerd.
I heard you announce him when we pulled up. I wanted to hurry and fire the car up because it was making more and more nervous as you were talking that she'd been in the winner's circle twice. Can you lower that so I look taller, please? Thank you. Not next to Alan, but.
Not a shot.
Yeah,
Really, it'll be a much better. There you go.
You want me to answer like this? Okay.
You're talking about that, man.
Hey, everybody. That's just weird talking right to the camera, Alan. I'm going to talk to her.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, it was big because we hadn't been in the winner's circle since Brainerd. It was bigger because there was one spot left in the tractor shootout. Nobody wanted to talk about it in our pit area, but that was it. We didn't want to do the fan vote thing. It was like a big deal to get in that. And then you got to fight the internet with some great PR people, with some great drivers on being the fan vote. So I didn't want to go through that. And after Tommy Johnson, so happy for him to win last week, but that took that 7th spot or a 6th spot and left one spot open. So that was huge, first of all, to get into that. But more so, just to get Ron Tober his mojo back in his step. And he was beating himself up. He found something overnight. Thank God him and Eric worked all night on what they were going to do this morning. And we came out without lane choice and ran that 06 next to Wilkerson. And what a race. I mean, neither of us knew who won, but to do that in the lane that wasn't preferred was huge. And from then on, I thought, okay, now I got my Ron Tobler back. This is the car that'll go down the return road if we have to, and it's going to be a lot of fun these next few races.
Qualified in the 10th spot, but the top 10 were all just barely over a 1/10 of a second separated. You've been doing this a long time. Do you remember anything like this from a competition level?
Well, first of all, it was a great day for the fans and everybody watching live TV at home. The side-by-side racing was incredible. The downside is being a driver in that situation because lane choice didn't matter, first of all. And it's always nice to have it. We didn't have it, but it was nice to have it at any racetrack you go to. But to roll up there and have lane choice and have Tober pick the lane that supposedly wasn't as good and wasn't being picked, and then to lose lane choice and still be in that same lane that we would have picked had we had lane choice, it was like everybody had the lane they wanted, so it was no excuse. Cruz would have picked the left had he. Courtney did pick the left. We stayed in the right, and Alexis had lane choice in the final. She picked the left, and we got our right lane. So it was, you can ask any driver, it was one of those weekends that it builds your character for the championship run. It gets you sort of in that mode of the pressure that's going to be on, where you got to be your best every minute of the day. And I didn't feel so good this morning with allergies or something, and to go up there and have a great light the first round, it made me feel a lot better because I thought, Tober's gonna have to save me today, but we worked well together. It was a great day.
Have the funny car teams been hearing about it? The dragster teams have been having a lot of success. The funny cars not so much, just until last week.
Yeah, funny car. I mean, not the dragster isn't tough, but my gosh, there's gonna be 2 or 3 guys or girls, great teams that aren't even going to make the countdown that should. I mean, that's how stout funny car is, and it's scary stout. It's so scary. We lose first round in Bristol. We dropped 3 or 4 spots, and only a few rounds of dropping out of the top 10, which is crazy. I was just 4th a couple races ago, and I thought anything could happen. You have a couple bad races, and you're out of the top 10, and then all of a sudden you're at the West Coast Swing. And you're not just thinking about the West Coast Swing, you're thinking about getting into the countdown. And again, that's just pressure, but that's part of it. And today was just, I can't tell you, I can't wait to watch it on TV and watch the DVR because you talk about side-by-side races. I think our first 2 rounds were within 0.02 of a second of margin of victory or something ridiculous. And I thought, it's gonna be a long day, and it was.
Go ahead, Bob.
I got to ask you about the Duke boys slide out of the car. How many times did you practice that without breaking your leg?
I have never done that, but I thought about Eric Medlin when I came around the corner, and that last win we always saw, I think Brainerd. I'm not sure it was his last, but I always picture Eric in my mind grabbing the trophy, his guy's coming down, spraying the full throttle back then on him, and then he runs along the car and slides down the side, which I always wanted to do. And Eric did it, and I thought that was the coolest thing ever. Well, I was a dummy, and I tried to slide down the windshield and hop over the injector. And there was a lot of obstacles on the way down. I should have listened to what Eric did and just done what he did. But hey, it was live TV, and
You landed it fine.
I had a helmet on, so how bad could it have been? I didn't care about landing on my head because I had a helmet on. So I'm like, hey, I'm going to give this a shot. This is either going to be really good or it's going to be not. It's going to make SportsCenter one of the top 10 moments on SportsCenter, which it might anyway.
Broken ankle would have been worse than landing on your head.
Actually, you talked about the side-by-side racing. Obviously, that speaks a lot to the work your teams are putting in, but what does it say about the track that so many people rarely get down?
Unbelievable. It's, you know, we knew when we came here last year the track surface was good. The only reason we didn't have stellar racing last year was the heat on Sunday. This is a great racetrack, one of the best we go to. 2 racetrack lanes that withstood a couple pretty big oil downs by some dragsters first round. And I thought, oh man, it's going to deteriorate one of these lanes. Not so. It just got better and better. So every track owner on the NHRA Tour should take note of whatever concrete they use to pour here and what they did, because it's, you know, we go to some great racetracks, but this place to withhold the humidity, the heat, and produce the run side by side like it did is, it's cool. I mean, everybody here should be proud of themselves, and the fans. I mean, the traffic last year said it. I mean, that just showed you, hey, this place it's been needed that we come up here. Well, they fixed the traffic problem, and the fans they showed up all weekend long, and there's a lot of cool stuff going on in this area all weekend. So for everybody still to show up, I mean, a bike week and all that stuff going on. So hats off to the fans and everybody, but especially this track.
You think this should be a countdown race?
Oh man, can you imagine if we came here in October or September? Tony, where are you at? You imagine being here? Wow.
Might snow.
Hey, if we came in here September, October-ish, there would definitely be. I mean, Alan Breinhardt, you got tired of saying new track record on Friday.
Oh no,
it would be.
get tired of that.
It would be new world records every session. It would be incredible. So yeah, it'd be scary fast.
Anything else for Ron?
Just like a quick side, that you talked about all the stuff going on in the area. Was there anything you were able to catch while you were up here? Do you have time for anything?
Oh, dude, last year I nicknamed it Epping Palooza because I flew in straight from Bristol last year, did stuff with Napa all week long. Napa, Maine, Napa, New Hampshire, and Napa, Boston. So Fenway, first time last year. Sam Adams tour with a guy from Napa knows one of the head brew guys. So we did that. We're drinking Sam Adams and tasting their stuff you can't buy at 10 a.m. on a Wednesday morning. Doesn't get any better than that. And I'm on the clock. And then we went to Bentley's Saloon up in Arundel and did a great car show, put the car on display. Then played Cape Arundel, where the Bush family plays. Private golf course there in Arundel with the Napa guys. Again, I'm working. And then I just went on. So this year was Epping Palooza Part 2. I did the same thing, except we did a couple other things. And it's just, I got the track and I was relieved to finally get some rest. I got in the tow vehicle the first session and fell asleep in the staging lanes and took a nap. But what a fun week.
I have one more thing. If I'm not mistaken, the last time DSR doubled was the last time you won.
Did we? Yeah, Brainerd, huh? Tony? Yeah. Yeah. You know, that's the weekend of the zoo, Alan, so my memory's a little foggy for a couple months after that.
We'll talk about Zoopalooza in a couple
Yeah,
weeks.
Zoopalooza.
Thank you, Ron.
Thanks, man.